this series of paintings is Lullaby, Moonchild, and Twilight by our Reyn. They're very beautiful. These were not my first choice for this show that I just saw, but a lot of art has disappeared. I saw Animatronicans under new management today. There was an entire painting that was the cover art for Animatronicans under new management, but it's been sold, so it's not here, so you get these very lovely ladies instead. As expected, this show was killer. It's a lot of jokes for people who go to theme parks, people who work at theme parks, people who live in the Orlando area. It hits a lot of those points and a lot of the things that you feel as a theme park worker, a lot of the things that are annoying. And the humor is great. I know they are already sold out for Patrons Pick, but last year they did a pickup show, and hopefully they will do that again this year. It stars animatronics that are like older or retired, so the I actually don't know necessarily who all the characters are, but Figment's boss from the original Journey into an Imagination, the dad from Carousel of Progress, Abraham Lincoln from the Hall of Presidents, the polar bear from the Norway ride, and this particular one had the redhead from Pirates of the Caribbean. And so it's fun to watch them interact with each other and the jokes they tell about Disney and Universal. And also, by far the best part is the movement, because they are incredible at like looking like animatronics and moving in that way, especially the guy who plays Abe Lincoln. Absolutely mind-blowing. Highly recommend. This behind us is The Wild Things by Margarita Forestier, and it is the backdrop we have selected for Cique Nuit. It's not in black and white, but the only black and white thing that's here I already used, so this is what you get. And also Mel's here. Mel came to see a show. Her first show of Fringe. That wasn't mine.
Oh no, I saw Fury in Town.
Oh yeah, you saw Fury in Town. That's right. We didn't go together. Her second show of Fringe, and her first one in a real venue.
Yeah.
So it is Cique Nuit, which means the Night Circus. It is based loosely, but probably not because copyright. So it's definitely not at all based on a book called The Night Circus.
Yup.
A book that Mel and I both happen to really love. So it was a very enjoyable show.
Yes.
The motifs were really great. The circus acts were very strong.
They were really good.
Mm-hmm.
I also like that they showed the time passing with the different outfits from different eras.
So they changed like decades of outfits to show the time passing. And I would say that if you haven't read The Night Circus, you will be like, oh, I think I know what's going on here. I sort of get it. And if you have read The Night Circus, you'll be like, oh, wow, look at that thing they did.
They also changed the music to go with the different decades.
That's really cool.
Which was important because they didn't talk at all. Mm-hmm. So it was all action-based.
Yeah, it's a silent show with a little bit of singing.
Yeah.
But I loved it.
Yeah, it was really good.
I enjoyed it. It's Patrons Pick, and that's no surprise. And now we're gonna get to Jeremiah and go see another show. All right, so the art behind us is resuming flight, and I Hope You Dance by Pilar Varga. And
Hello.
we just
It's
went
not
and
a
saw.
song.
No, it's a video. Oh my goodness. All right. There's a pile of people. Okay, listen, this is the review of How to Eat a Bear. Did you guys see that?
I did see How to Eat a Bear.
Okay, they just saw it for the first time.
What a cute show.
I never ate a bear. Well,
I'm a pescatarian though.
I've dated bears.
Oh my gosh! All right.
The
My dad doesn't know what a bear is.
The bears have eaten me.
Okay, well,
And thank
we'll leave. I'm so sorry. Thank you. Goodbye.
Welcome to Fringe, ladies and gents.
Oh no. Hello.
Okay.
Now that it's just us.
So, we went to see How to Eat a Bear because I love that show and because I needed Mel and Jeremiah to see it. And
It was great. It was hilarious. It was just the right amount of political humor.
Jeremiah,
Teehee dash me.
I laughed a lot, even though I've seen it before.
Yes.
Like, a lot of those jokes, I feel like if I went like 4 times, maybe it would be less funny. But I would have to go at least 4 times for me to be like, oh no, I remember this joke, and it becomes less funny. But the second viewing, I laughed just as hard. And it's just as brilliant and it's just as beautiful, and I'm sad that was their last show. But hopefully they'll do an encore. If they do, I'll tell you, and you should all come with me. All of you.
All of you. Everyone on
you.
the internet.
The whole internet. That's the plan.
Just gets.
Mel and I are gonna go on art tour. Jeremiah's gonna sleep.
I am.
Sleep.
I am fine.
So this is Homage a Nincia by Lynn Sposito. I believe Lynn Sposito did the dub that we've shown before. This is a mixed media piece. I really like the layers of it. Ooh, it's really neat. And this is the backdrop for the show that Mel and I just took, which was the art tour. So this is my second experience in art tour. Both of them much more serious than some of the other ones I've seen.
Yep.
I'm not upset by it. It just happens to be the way that it is. But I had a good time. This was interesting. So our guide was blind. Well, he wasn't actually blind, but he was having us
started off.
experience art with him without him being able to see it.
Yeah. Which just involved heavy descriptions.
And the idea was that if you think about art in certain ways, so it's like what you feel, what it actually is, as in is it paint, is it canvas, is it photo, describing it, what it depicts, so what it actually is, as in this is a hand holding a fluff ball, and then I don't remember. Oh yeah, movement.
And
where is your eye drawn and what do you see, and then how it relates to you. And so that was interesting. So we did that with several pieces of art, and it was cool to think about it that way.
Yep. And then at the end, he was like, "Look at art like I do," and took off his glasses and was like, "I'm not really blind."
Yeah. So now we're looking at this piece of art.
Yep. I like this.
I like this a lot.
I like all these colors.
Yeah. The colors are hard to see. Here, hang on. Let's dim this a little bit. Yeah, now you can see all of the colors.
They just go together so well. Like the gold and the purple and the
Yeah.
teal.
What an enjoyable time.
And it's such a unique, I'm assuming it's a flame.
Yeah.
It looks like it could be a flame, but it's
Very
different than what you would normally see a flame as. I don't know.
So that's it. One show, and Mel and I have become art critics. The series of photos behind me are by Bonnie Sprung. Neither of them are a van, but I figured that they were the best backdrop to talk about PeeVira's Scarevan. So PeeVira's Scarevan is one of the site-specific shows that has been doing site-specific as long as we've been doing site-specific. And there aren't a lot of us. It's basically a van that they shove 6 to 7 people into the back of, and you sing along to, this year's theme was 80s. And there's always a slight creepy element to it, and then also just a lot of fun little party games while you're in the van. I did it 2 years ago, and then I did it again this year, and it's a riot. It is a strange show, and you have to be willing to totally be game for all of the strangeness that happens. But as long as you're willing to sing your heart out in the back of a van and play some silly games, you are guaranteed to have a great time. And that's it for my last real day at Fringe. I'll be back for Patrons Pick Day tomorrow, but as of right now, I don't think I'm seeing any shows. I'm just gonna hang out on the lawn and enjoy the company of these beautiful people, some of which I won't be able to see again for a whole nother year. I'll see you tomorrow.